I'm gonna have to get Spyro just because you and Annie and Brian have all been saying, "How have you not played Spyro?"
Look, listen.
I need to get it.
Listen.
I've played Spyro, but I didn't remember that.
Let me talk.
Yeah.
Let me
No.
talk.
So
I know you've played it. I wasn't saying. I was talking about people who have told me to play it.
Going back to it. Listen to Sacred Symbols. Colin talks about it because he has no nostalgia for the franchise, and he said like it's just weird because now he assumes that back in the day from 1 to 2 to 3 were like these big leaps, but it's all in the same engine, and he said it just feels like one long game. He's already platinumed the first game and the second game, and he's halfway through the third. He said it's not a knock on the game. He said it just feels like more of the same. It doesn't feel like there's any major leaps because it's all on the same engine.
Mm-hmm.
He said that being said, he's having a lot of fun with it because it's just a mindless platformer and a collectible thing. And
Yeah.
if you want to do that, it's great for it.
That could just be also a story of the time, though. You know, like I remember when sequels to games would come out.
Yeah.
I would just be like, oh, it's more of this. I
Yeah.
wasn't like, oh, what the fuck? They didn't change this, change that. You know what I mean?
But inevitably, when you picked up the game, there would be something big.
Something
You're like, holy
bigger,
shit, you can
yeah.
glide now with Spyro. You can double jump out of a glide. Holy fuck.
There's really no difference.
Oh my god, it's blowing my mind. Like,
yeah, Mario, you don't
Yeah.
have the feather and
yeah.
all that stuff.
So if you don't get it for you, at least get it so Annie can play it.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm gonna-
I think she would love to go back and play that.
Yeah, well, I was watching Boogie play it. I think the night that it had come out a little bit, and like she was getting all excited watching it, and I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
I will get it.
That's one of those games where I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, but a friend of mine did down the street. So
Yeah.
I would just go down and like it's one of those games where I probably remember everything about that first Spyro game, even though I never actually owned a copy myself. Like I could, you know how
No,
you can,
yeah.
you know you can go through the first world of Mario 3 like with your eyes fucking closed.
Yeah.
I can probably go through Spyro that way.
I should fire up my Switch and go through the first world of Mario. and do,
Your
that,
eyes
or do
closed?
the warp. Do the warp.
Yeah. I'm on World 4 right now. I've been slowly plugging away at
Have
that.
you?
Yeah.
That's good.
No warp whistles. Warp whistles are for bitches.
I like the warp whistles. Warp whistles are not for bitches. Warp whistles are for people who discovered the
I
secrets.
just like the music.
Yeah. The warp whistle music, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That was fucking terrible.
It's
You guys
very-
should have joined in, and it would have sounded like fuller sounds.
It's very.
and
I
stuff.
like it because it feels very dreamy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I like it. Anyway,
I like games when I was watching Boogie play Spyro, though, like it's like, man, like sometimes I miss like the simplicity of games like this, and I realize that's what a
Yeah.
lot of the indie scene kind of is with games. They kind of fill that void, but at the same time,
they do, but they don't.
yeah,
Like okay, that Yoku's Island Express. That's like the only one really that's come out this year where, okay, yeah, that's like a basic platformer.
yeah,
But like Celeste and the fucking Messenger and Chasm and like all these are not, they're throwback looking, but they are not. Like the Messenger has so many fucking systems,
a lot of depth.
a lot of depth. I've only played Celeste a little bit, but man, that's got a lot of depth.
Do you like what you played so far?
I do, but I also feel like it's one of those games that you have to be in a mood for.
I hear you.
I also think it's way overhyped about like the story, but
But you're not
I-
that far in yet.
I'm
though.
enjoying it though.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying. There's definitely been some cool shit. but,
Stay
like,
tuned for a
yeah.
Mike was wrong. I'm just kidding.
Mike was full of shit.
Mike was
segment.
full-
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I mean, from what I've seen of it, it does seem like kind of like, I mean, Meat Boy-ish in the sense of like it's a lot of like, you know, you're gonna die a bunch.
So the difference is Meat Boy, its look and everything about Meat Boy is very off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something very soothing about Celeste.
Yeah, and I get that vibe from it.
Like
The way that I played Meat Boy was Brian and I would just switch off.
Yeah.
And I wonder if
That's-
Celeste would help
I mean,
with
that's
that
the way
too.
to do it so you don't throw your controller through a fucking window when you're
Yeah.
playing Meat Boy, is you better hand it to somebody else.
Yeah.
But with Celeste, like, I don't know. It just has this vibe of like hey man, you got this. like literally, that's how the game feels. Like,
Yeah.
Where when I die 100 times in, you know, one screen, if it were any other game, I'd want to put my controller through the fucking window. But for some reason with Celeste, it's very inviting. It feels
Yeah.
like,
I like that.
come on,
I like that.
this might look impossible, but you got this.
Yeah, I like that though. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome. I need to get. I miss games like that. Like you know. Well, I know we're saying they're kind of different, but games like Meat Boy, Celeste, and then what the Messenger seems like. Like sometimes Sometimes I don't, and I don't know if this is why I haven't been playing games lately. Like, I feel like I get into this mode where I'm playing them and then I'm not. But sometimes I just don't know that I want to sit down and play like this epic, like open world, whatever. Like maybe I do just want to turn something on and play something like Mario Brothers 3 or like games that we grew up
Or
off
a
of.
shorter, fucking, well-defined experience, like I brought up a few weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not gonna. I haven't been like this for a while, but I'm tired of looking at hour counts and trying to equate that to value because that's just not the case.
Yeah. Like, because I think that's the thing. Like, it's not Red Dead's fault, but I think, like that's the game that I have to play right now. I have other games to play too, but like that's the game. Okay, I just got this. Like, I want to play. Like, I want to play this. But I think what ends up happening is like, well, do I want to sit down and play Red Dead, which like is kind of this big like open world sort of involved like storytelling thing, or do I want to watch like these 3 TV shows that I'm behind on that I feel like watching, which I know you don't fully relate to because you don't watch as much TV as I do.
It's so funny. I think they talked about this on, maybe it was on Sacred Symbols this week, or maybe it was a Games Daily or something. They were talking. I think it was Sacred Symbols. Colin was talking about how sometimes he doesn't want to sit. Somebody was talking about they don't want to sit down and play a game for 4 hours. It was on DLC. It was Jeff Kanata. And he talks about like, I just don't want to sit down and play Red Dead for 6 hours to feel like I've accomplished something. So I play Heroes of the Storm instead, which those games are about 30 minutes long, 30-minute matches. And he's like, I'm just going to play a match or two. And then I look up and it's fucking 6 hours later and I've played 12 matches of that game.
Well, it's different, yeah.
But it is, but it isn't, because then the guy who was on was like, yeah, I feel that way too, where like, I don't feel like it's late. I need to go to bed. I don't feel like jumping in and involving myself in a video game right now. But I'm going to watch 6 episodes of my favorite TV show on Netflix. Fuck you. You have the time.
Yeah.
You just don't want to play that game. That's like, or you just don't want to play games, period. Don't say, I don't have the time, and then sit there and binge 2 seasons of a fucking TV show.
Right.
You're full of shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's not what I'm arguing.
Right.
Like,
I literally did nothing. Like, after I told you, I finished Red Dead, and then I finished Detroit, and I was like, all that shit was just a little too deep for me. I need a break.
Yeah.
And I didn't play anything until Thursday night when I started playing Paladins again.
No, but like for me, it's just kind of like that. Like when I got into that groove like 2 months ago, where I just started like, I want to play something, I don't know what, and I started playing Rocket League. Like something where I'm like, I'll play Rocket League for a little bit, like, and maybe I do play it longer, but for me, it's not a time thing. It's just a matter of like
shorter.
Yeah, it's just like, do I feel like sitting here and getting deep into Red Dead right now, or again, do I want to watch like the next episode of Sabrina? Like it's not a time thing for me. Right. It's just like It's like there's a difference between picking up and playing Red Dead versus picking up and playing like Mario Brothers 3 or like Mega Man or.
You ever do that with a long game, Rick, where you're like, I don't want to fucking sit here for 5 hours, and then you'll watch the whole season of Arrow instead?
I've finished fucking the 6th season of Arrow. It's like nobody's business.
That's why I brought that up. He just told me about that last week or whatever.
I'm finally almost caught up.
Okay.
But with the video game thing, like I kind of felt the same way when I was playing Spider-Man for so long.
Yeah.
Like, and then now that I have Pokemon, I'm like, I don't think I want to continue because like I gotta pass it again on like Ultimate.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I went to play Pokemon instead because like I could just easily play this.
Cut to 6 hours later.
And then like fuck, like all right, well, I guess I'm done for the day because time passed by. Or even with what you just mentioned, Paladins too. I thought about picking that up, and then I don't have enough room on my Switch for the update. So
really?
I ended up buying a.
Did you get an SD card for Black
card,
Friday? I got Ben one too. He got one for $20, 128 gig.
Yeah,
for $20.
That's
what
I got.
do you have on your Switch? What do you have that's digital? I mean, I haven't run into that problem, and I feel like I have more than you.
I have the 2 games that came with it for free.
Snipper Clips and
the Brawlhalla?
Brawlhalla? Is that
no? Unknown Hero something.
Okay.
And then Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart took up a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, Mario Kart's like 2 gigs. It's not as big as you think.
No, yeah, that's true. Nintendo makes their games. They do it pretty well.
What was it? It's like, I think it was like 3 or 4.
Is it 3 or 4? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. I don't know.
So I mean, that was one of the first purchases I made was an SD card, and I feel fucking like I got cheated because I paid $20 for 64 gigs when I could have paid apparently $50 for a 256 gig over the weekend, and I was like, well, I just don't feel like fucking paying
Yeah, I
like
missed
20
that
bucks right now.
deal for the 256.
Uh-huh.
I ended up getting the
28.
128.